30 seconds.
Okay, Bard. Probably should have popped Ghost sooner. That's fine. Not a best start to the game. We're not done yet, though. I swear they placed a ward here, didn't they? What? I swear there was a ward there. Oh. Got that bounce into Lucian. Nice one. Okay. Weird start to the game, but anyway. Welcome, gamers. To my Season 14 Misfortune gameplay, where we're going to be testing a lethality build. I think I want to test Hubris Rush this game. Didn't seem too impressive when the patch first landed, but now, post buffs, it could actually be quite interesting. Particularly if we're intending to snowball. Maybe not the greatest matchup where I would expect. Well, it should be okay. So Lucian is not necessarily a great matchup for Misfortune, but it's okay. And he's running Bard, which is, I want to say, really bad with Lucian. And we have Xerath, who maybe not great synergy with Misfortune, but at least is quite strong in lane. So there's a chance we could snowball quite heavily here. We will see about that. Ideally, it would have something that, you know, more lockdown focused like Braldo or something. Nice one. Just keep poking at them whenever they go for these minions. Duck into the brush to dodge aggro early if we can. Can't really walk forwards to zone them at these minions because that is just too overextended, but as their minions die I can walk more aggressively and take less minion aggro as a result. I was gonna auto Q there, but he dashed to make my Q, to make my cursor not able to hit the Q, unfortunately. Mainly I'm looking for 1,000 gold base here. That's going to be a huge pro spike. Just picking up Serrated Dirk. Ah, damn it, my bad. That was pretty bad. I was using my auto to reset my passive onto that minion, and then I was just going to Q him while my auto attack was on cooldown, but did not go so well, obviously. Don't want to take tower shots for free like that. I'm thinking they might choose to base here, or are they setting up a gank? I mean, that's just a weird move to do. I don't know what that was about. Oh. Okay, here we go. Okay. Thought they might be getting a gank. Oh, they do have a Zac, of course, so actually we have to be cautious about those cheesy, unexpected ganks. Ideally we should have vision there. Hecarim has a ward. I really wish he would have placed that there. Thing is, I can't really place a ward without actually risking death if Zac is there. Okay, Zac is not going to be there now because Bard is roaming mid. Famous last words, apparently. Nice one, what the hell? Zac really tunnel visioned on me there when he could have just settled for killing Xerath. Hopefully we can kill him now. Should just use Q. There we go. How much damage does my E do here? Significant enough damage. Nice one. Alright, we can leave this wave here as well. We don't need to shove this actually. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Perfect. Because this is going to push towards us. As much as we can crash this, so there is also no need to try. Because we're going to be denying a lot of farm from Lucian here either way. And I already have all the gold that I could possibly want for my base. Shoving this wave is not going to even get me an extra longsword. So what is the point? We know that this is a good outcome with no room for this to go wrong. Shoving it in would probably end fine, but not even 100% guaranteed in my opinion, so... I mean, I don't really realistically know what could go wrong. Obviously, the jungler is dead. But I don't know, maybe we take longer to shove than expected, for example. We could miscalculate how fast we can shove. We could miscalculate like how fast Lucian is returning into lane. Bard could end up returning into lane a bit sooner than expected as well, since I think he died mid. You know, it's probably gonna end fine, but it's less guaranteed than just letting this push into us like that. Now we are ready to soak up the reward. But usually if you just get handed a freeze on a silver platter like that, you usually just want to take it on base on it. It was such a perfect wave state where it was frozen, pushing towards us heavily, but not so close to the turret that there was any risk of it crashing. It was absolutely perfect. No reason to mess with that. Oh, I need to actually check what Hubris' bolt path is, by the way. Okay. Hubris. Yeah, actually bolts out of what I kind of expected it to, thank god. If it bolted out of Brutalizer, then I already fucked it up. Just kind of expected it to be Serrated Dark. Just keep freezing here. We do want to... Oh, I was going to say warn our laners that Bard could be roaming, but he's making it well known that he is not bot lane. You gonna place a ward? No, never mind, hang on. Well, that solution dead. Nice one. There was a Zac around, that is why he was going in there. We should be able to kill Zac again, though. There we go. Nice one. That was pretty desperate from him. There was very little chance it would die there. I was also level 6, I even had more damage that I didn't even feel the need to use. Alright, and this plating, ooh, almost gives us Hubris. Actually, I want to stay then because I want to get this ace up. We'll just get one more wave. And apparently the plating as well. Thanks to Void Grubs. Lovely. Nope, okay, never mind. Fair enough then, GG. We'll try it out again. Alright gamers, we're gonna go ahead and get started on another game to actually properly test Hubris this game. I'm still gonna leave the previous game in the video just, you know, because some of you might have enjoyed the Misfortune gameplay, maybe you found it a little bit informative. Not that we got to cover much, but you know. This game should hopefully be an actual test. Yeah, I could kind of tell Brand would be in that brush. Don't know what took Senna so long to get into lane here. Oh, she probably stuck around for a mist, I guess. Which is really greedy. She would miss XP if the enemy bot lane was not shoving. I have to give up this last hit. I'm gonna... Well, actually, the way it walked up, I actually could have got it in hindsight, but I should have expected them to harass me if I tried to last hit it. Sucks having leash while the enemy bot lane don't. I haven't had really a single chance to actually trade onto them except for that one auto because I'm so busy either being zoned or then just lost hitting. I can't really trade onto them without giving up so many lost hits, which is not worth it. We're also facing AP Kog'Maw, by the way. Ideally I would have run a Mar, but I wasn't even sure exactly whether this was going to be Brand jungle. Like, their entire enemy comp is like a clusterfuck of champions that can be like mid, top, support, jungle. So I had no idea whether that was going to be Pantheon support, Brand support, and if this was going to be Kog ADC, which obviously, you know, is pretty much the only possibility, how could I have possibly known that would be AP? So I'm running HP here instead of MR, which would have been, you know, it's okay that I've got HP, but would have been so much better to just run MR. Okay, nice. We want to disengage there. Kog'Maw has more extended damage with his W than we do. Gonna be getting another cookie at some point. For some sustain. And some healing from Senna. Ah, she's cost me the last hit with that though. Saw that coming, but it's really hard to react to the moment he decides to go for it. Oh, it's so obnoxious, man. I'd have so much more HP if I run MR. I want to be standing near this caster so that if Kog'Maw walks up to do something like that, I can be already in position to use my Q. Nice. Okay, Brand is currently out of mana. Managed to avoid that Kog'Maw E as well. This is actually huge. They don't have heal, by the way. I don't know what Senna has, actually. Yeah, she didn't have heal either. I should have probably checked that. I was, like, half expecting a heal there, half not. Oh, no. But she had no reason to die. She wasn't even part of that fight. She didn't even get an assist on the guy that I killed. Oh, well. Do this. Get some sustain in there. Yeah, that's sad. This is why I'm really looking forward to the rune changes this next patch, where they completely remove resistances and just switch it all to like flat HP or scaling HP. So you're not completely screwed over for like not knowing factors that you couldn't possibly know. How could I possibly know this was AP Kog'Maw? How could I possibly know this is not going to be Brand jungle or... Like, I mean, Pantheon could be mid, jungle, support, even top. It's such a clusterfuck. Couldn't possibly know, for example, that it would be Naafiri top. Seemed most likely to me that was going to be mid. But whatever. It's all not a factor anymore next patch. This could be quite good. At least a good trade. It's unlikely to be a kill, though. Yeah, there we go. Really strong trade. Hopefully I don't miss out on this cannon, but it's probably... Yeah, it's gone. Sad. It's worth it to deal all that damage, though. Kog'Maw should probably be first to base here, or he risks dying very soon. We should be focused on shoving this wave, though. Senna should not be leaving before it's shoved. On the bright side, I do get solo XP at least. Yeah, we got the Drake without Senna's help. Nice, okay. And Kog'Maw's already gone, so I don't need Senna's help to punish this then, I guess. I keep trying to walk up to try and bait a Z. It is honestly such a ridiculous ability to play into, though. There we go. I predict this matchup is just going to get harder and harder, though, if you don't manage to snowball massively, though. Because ideally, like, both of them, you could basically see them as, like, very long-range poke mages. Like, AP Kog'Maw is basically an artillery mage, like Xerath. And the stronger his abilities become, the, like, stronger his playstyle will lean into that. And we don't have an engage support in this matchup, which is ideally what you want to deal with these long-range poke champions, which is basically what both of them are. I'm gonna base here though, just because I can. It's like in a way if they can't serve this too fast, I'm running low on mana as well, so it benefits me to base. I can get 2 longswords, which is a reasonable power spike. So it's just a good time to base and get some resources back, get some gold spent, so I can eventually hopefully stay in this lane long enough to actually complete Hubris on my next base. Anyway, more about Hubris though. As far as stats, nice. As far as stats say, they don't show it being like significantly better, or even better at all than like Youmuu's Rush into Collector into Cyrilda's, but it is pretty competitive. Oh, that's an echo. It is pretty competitive though, has very similar win rates to other options at first item, at second item, at third item. Pretty much at all stages of the game, it does seem to be a viable option. You would think that Hubris is probably better used as a first item naturally, just because... Is this guy maxing E? I think he's maxing E. He's really leaning into that E-poke playstyle compared to other brands. Come on, Senna. She's costing me so many lost hits here, man. It's ridiculous. Okay, at least we got a really good poke there. You would think it would do better as first item, so you could start getting it stacked up, but it just doesn't seem to really significantly perform better as first item compared to like any other item slot. I don't know why. The later on into the game, I guess the more you should probably expect that people are building it just because they're fed. Whereas the first item is like usually less decided by the player being fed. Ooh, that's huge. Maybe I can kill Kog'Maw here actually. Oh, not Kog'Maw apparently. Maybe Brand though. He's dead. Nice one. So that's entirely possible that at later stages it's just like being inflated by being fed. But it seems like it should be okay at best at third item, not like underpowered or anything. There's still plenty of time to get kills, and it seems to be quite cost efficient even if you don't have any statues, is my understanding. Just so long as you're getting any kills at all, just the base amount of AD that it gives you is already quite good. Actually, I do want to shove this wave. I need this next wave as well for my item. Ah, that Brandy is just gonna zone me though. Sad. Okay, Kog'Maw level 6 now. Gonna completely zone me away from that wave, unfortunately. He is gonna come up very soon. Oh, thank God. That was such a close one. Wait, you're kidding me. Senna was holding on to exhaust the whole time, by the way. Okay, nice one. Glad that Brand actually got punished for playing so ridiculously aggressive there. And the Kog'Maw, but that's more Kog'Maw dying for Brand's sins. Kog'Maw was playing normally. They should have absolutely punished me for trying to get that shove in though. What I was doing was like kind of greedy the moment Brand steps into the lane. I can no longer expect to shove in the wave. Even before he showed up, you know, I shouldn't really have any expectation to get to properly shove in that wave. Only if the enemies were really bad and didn't punish that would I actually expect to get to shove in the whole wave. But, you know, because I wanted my item, I just really figured that I may as well try it. And if it gets punished and I don't get the whole wave, well, I guess I'll just have to stay even one wave longer. But just so long as I'm not dying, it's not a terrible mistake to make, if even a mistake at all. Just means that I shouldn't actually expect to get away with doing it. Oh, this could hopefully be a kill. Not quite a kill then. There we got Q. Nice one. And we get Brand too. What is Senna doing, by the way? She's completely AFK. What the hell? Wait, no. Can I get it? Perfect. Yeah, weird. I could have lost that just because my support was AFK. Can you believe it? Alright, we're currently gaining 19 extra AD. So we're getting 79 AD from Hubris for the next probably minute at this point. Alright, I'm going to leave this wave. I don't have any minutes to shove that. I'm going to just leave it as it is. Never mind. At least we shove it so much faster, so it's less hard to punish. The only issue with this is that they have the chance to freeze. I'm sitting on a ward and Kog'Maw can extremely easily cancel that base. Nothing to do to help Senna here. Alright, we're gonna get rid of Dirk and another long sword, I guess. So, typically Collector second, no matter what the build you're doing, is maybe the best performer, definitely the most common choice. But I think you don't necessarily have to do it. We can experiment as well with other lethality items. So Opportunity, for example, is just like Hubris, where it has a really good win rate at all stages. Is it necessarily better than Collector? Not necessarily, but it doesn't really seem much worse, if worse at all, as well. So I think it's worth trying out. What the hell are all these void stuff though, bro? Nice one. If Senna lands a W, this could be a kill opportunity again. We no longer have the extra AD from Hubris, by the way. The main thing I want to watch out for is the Brand stun as well. Brand stun, or at least his W. If he has no way of like hitting a stun on me from a long distance, then I should be fine to ult. But I need at least his W to be on cooldown. Because if his W is on cooldown, then he has very little ways of actually applying his passive from a long distance, which means his Q wouldn't be able to stun me even if he lands it. I would also need minions to not be in the way though, so he can't use E and Q, for example. Or for minions to not be near. Otherwise, if they're in the way, that's actually good because then the minions would block a Q for me. Nice. Huge. Cool. Now we're gaining 81 extra AD from this, which is a ridiculous amount of AD to also have an lethality item. Oh, and also we get statues in our base, right? Yeah, there's one. Isn't it supposed to be more? Oh, she also has Hubris, so... Yeah, nice. We can try rotating mid here, get a gank off there. It would be a little bit risky to try and shove this in with no information on Echo. And I currently have all my AD from Hubris, so I'm gonna have a lot of burst. Okay, he gets away this time. Maybe I should have played it a little bit more aggressive. Stay in position, but still a pretty good outcome as it is. We could potentially have Syndra TP bot lane. That's exactly as I was pinging. That was such bad timing. I couldn't immediately react there. Thank God I didn't get stunned, but still takes so much damage unnecessarily. Ooh, I must have just barely knocked up Brand there. Okay, I'm gonna start basing. Ideally, somebody should have already been basing to deal with the Kog'Maw. I just didn't want to rotate mid, get a gank there, a successful gank there, and then have to rotate all the way back bot when Syndra had TP up. Made more sense for Syndra to just TP down and we stay mid. Especially because ideally, wherever I go, Senna goes as well. And, you know, if we're gonna be 2 mid, we have much better chances of pressuring the turret than Syndra by herself does. And we also have more turret damage, given that, you know, before we saw the gank at least, we were 3v1. No, 3v0 even. Nobody was defending. But, you know, I say this all the time. In low elo, your laners don't necessarily have good macro, even if you are, as a low elo player, do necessarily have a good idea of what good macro is, because you watch all these resources to improve. You still can't make your teammates actually play accordingly to that, so... A lot of the time you just have to keep going back bot lane, shove out these waves. Probably that's all I can safely shove, although... Okay, no, I think I can stay. If Echo's going anywhere, he's probably going mid. Maybe I can call Kog'Maw here. He's going into this tight corridor where he can't really avoid my ultimate, so we do a lot of damage at least. Doesn't quite get the kill, but that's 44 gold from first strike and a lot of damage. We see Echo mid, so I'm gonna keep pressuring here. I know I'm fine at least until Brand has a chance to get back into this lane. Even Pantheon maybe. Like Pantheon is really scary because of his ult, but so long as he's dead, I'm fine here. Kog'Maw even starting to recall. Oh, Echo's back though. I'm gonna pop Ghost. Okay, and we're fine. My bad, I stopped paying attention to mid lane. I took it for granted that Echo was just not gonna be a concern. Nice one. Nice one, Senna. Oh, and opportunity gave me some movement speed there. Oh, damn. No, I think Syndra fucked up my pathing there. Either that or I misclicked. Not her fault, by the way. That would just be, you know, fault of the game mechanics for altering my pathing based on Syndra being there. That was entirely my fault, that first one. It should have been avoidable, but here... It might have just been the wall. It might have been the wall that fucked up my pathing. It's definitely not exactly where I tried to move. Yeah, I don't know. A mistake was made all the way. Next up, I think I'm gonna do Axiom Arc. Oh, that apparently builds out a Brutalizer now, right? Wait, where's Brutalizer? Yeah, here. Okay, we'll sell this. Since we're not going for a crit-based build, I don't have any hope of transitioning into crit here, so I'm not gonna bother really with the collector. It's not terribly important, at least not yet. I'm just gonna go for a full lethality focus. Let's try it. Oof. Don't know if I really had a chance to channel the full thing there. Okay, I need to flash out. He dies at least, so does Pantheon. Nice one. I would have had to die if I did not flash up. But probably Pantheon would just die either way just because of how aggressive he would have had to play it to kill me. Oh, come on. And we're getting currently 87 AD from Hubris. And we're at a perfectly realistic amount of kills as well right now.
Killing spree.
It only gives you one statue. There was way more statues on PvE. I guess I'll go for Swifties here. We are going to be moving so insanely fast with the Swifties plus opportunity. Plus Yomu's if I want it. Absolutely is an option as well, of course.
I know what I'm doing.
We don't go Bob right now even though Syndra's mid just because this spotlight wave is currently really shoved in. I could maybe consider rotating now, but I still don't. I'm not being forced to rotate immediately. There should be quite a long window that I have to rotate bot, especially if that pushes towards us. It might not though, just because we probably have a level lead the way the game is going. Nice. Oh, he went over there. We aim this mainly at Kog'Maw because Pantheon obviously is going to use the shield to block. Got him. 93 AD from Hubris currently. Nice one, guys. 95 AD from Hubris. It really scales up so strong ever since the buff. Currently a lot of the data on Hubris is also like underinflated from being before the buff as well, so probably not by a significant extent, but it's something to consider too. Alright, what do we do next? Maybe Yomu's, maybe Collector, because even without transitioning into correct Collector is obviously still good. And you could also obviously do Serilda's. Just hardly seems necessary at the moment with nobody building armor on their team. Would be the best damage choice, but we can also just build lethality items that give a mix of utility or defense and damage as well. Serilda's is full offense, well. It also gives some utility in the form of the slow, of course, but that has even been reduced this season by only slowing people who are below half HP. Yeah. Had to path the long way here, just to make sure that he wouldn't jump on me there. Even if he wouldn't kill me, he would deal a lot of very annoying damage while being perfectly safe himself, so we don't fuck with that. He's gonna try and go for another play here too, most likely. There's no point trying to ult. Nefirishi has a dash, she'll escape easily. Ultimate is best used against immobile targets. Like Brand, who's forced to use his flash to escape that. Oh, nice one. And he still dies. There is potentially the Pantheon ult to be wary of here. Okay, nice. I think I'm just gonna base here. Okay, Pantheon actually currently dead, so not even something to be concerned about. Actually, I don't even need to base here if Pantheon is dead, mainly. Do have to be a little bit scared of Echo, but playing carefully enough should keep me safe from him. Doesn't actually tell me how many statues I have. I mean, it tells me how much ID I'm getting. Or does it? Yeah, it still says you gain a statue every time you kill a champion. But I only have one. Maybe it's just because there's 2 Hubris champions on this team, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't notice this. Wait, what? Oh, fucking Storm Surge, man. Didn't realize I was gonna take so much delayed burst. Jesus. That is far too much, man. It's funny, if you look at what killed me, it's like nothing actually did a ton of damage by itself, but I got hit by a billion different damage sources just by Echo himself. Apparently I also had Kog'Maw explode on me, which I didn't notice. I was considering whether I needed to flash away, but I didn't realize Kog'Maw was there. Yeah, Kog'Maw's the one that killed me, actually, damn. Should've just flashed and played it safe. I thought my Ghost alone might have been enough for Echo, though. I'm thinking my options here are either Youmuu's or Edge of Night. I think I'll do Edge of Night because I think I do absolutely want that in a full build. And I also know that I absolutely want Cyrilda's in a full build. So that just leaves out Youmuu's as the item that I probably want the most but need the most. Sorry, need the least. Maybe even Bloodthirster wouldn't be a bad call, actually. Just looking at how much poke damage I take this game. Oh. Got him. Ah, but I died to Kog'Maw, you're kidding me. Did he ult after I flashed forwards? Oh, he aimed his ultimate in a really weird spot where it was like not actually gonna hit me where I was standing, but it was barely gonna hit me where I flashed to, and I didn't even notice it, so I walked into it. My bad. Technically, I could have dodged it. Yeah, I feel like it's actually going to be hard to actually get a proper game to test out Hubris in, because obviously it feels fantastic this game, and it's a realistic game in the sense that I'm not like unrealistically fed, right? And I don't think you need to be super fed for this to be an efficient item purchase. I think it's universally fine so long as you're getting kills. Now, the reason I say it's hard to test is because much easier to get kills in a game you're winning compared to a game you're losing, you know? Feels like a very win more item, and how much does it actually help you win games that you would be losing? That's the thing to really test, but I'm not the right person for that. Because I usually should be winning most of my games if I'm smurfing, so I would have to really test it in high-elo, which I have no intent of playing Misfortune in high-elo anytime soon, to be honest. I have no intent of playing in high-elo soon. At the moment, I'm focused on just making these educational videos, and I don't care enough about testing Misfortune builds. So you guys can let me know your thoughts. Win rates, though, do say that Hubris is okay at best. Okay at worst, rather. And maybe actually quite a good item. Jesus, they're all just popping. I'm getting over 100 AD from Hubris. Ah, this was so overkill, even if he wasn't going to die to something else. Would have been much better to save my ultimate for Kog'Maw. Whoa, what is that shield? I'm dead, probably. Actually, no. Opportunity and Ghost saved me. Ghost might have even been overkill. I completely forgot about Opportunity. I'm not even playing around this lethality passive at all, by the way. I completely forgot about that aspect of it. It is nice, though, just that it gives passive movement speed, even in combat, unlike Youmuu's.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I think I'll probably do Bloodthirster actually. I think sustain will be really valuable in a game like this. Currently I had no sustain besides Doran's Blade.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Bleeding Bloodthirster will give us a lot of AD on a full build, lethality build. And then I'll probably just sell opportunity for Cyrilda's. Yeah, wow, we're getting such insane AD from this. The nice thing is that a lot of League of Legends games, whether you are winning or losing, they do just have a lot of kills in them regardless. So long as you are staying alive in those fights to actually make use of the damage after your first kill, then it is going to be valuable. You can try and kill Kog'Maw right now. Okay, he just straight up flashed. He would have been absolutely destroyed by that, by the way. In fact, even if I kept on channeling it, he might have died because he walked back into it temporarily for some reason. But I had to back off because of Pantheon. Nice one. Yeah, in a game like this, because they don't have any armor whatsoever, it's not too important to build Cyrilda's early, although I think it is still a efficient item even when not facing armor. So we will get it eventually if the game goes long enough. In fact, I could even sell boots actually for Cyrilda's. They're not that important on lethality misfortune. It would be better to sell them for Youmu's though, since Youmu's actually gives movement speed. Nice. The move speed from opportunity though is so nice when you actually play around it. Ooh. Oh, come on. I think he might be dead though. Yep, got him. Probably dead, but we will see. Yep, too much first. Oh well. Oh, do I lose the damage from Hubris if I die? It seems that way. Alright, now we have Bloodthirster. God damn this. I am gonna keep getting baited by this over and over and over. In 250 plus 20% of current mana. That is a pretty big shield. Total amount shielded, 2104. That's not even the amount of shield that is given, just the amount of damage that is blocked, I think. Actually, the wording is actually kind of ambiguous. But it seems quite strong. Especially because of the fact that it's not inactive. You like, if I flash on someone to try and one-shot them, it just goes off by default, you know, like shield bow. Can't take them by surprise to not let them cast the shield. Yeah, I think my priorities here are either sell opportunity for Cyrilda's or sell Swifties for Youmu's. I'm probably, yeah, I would probably much rather sell Swifties for Youmu's. That's going to be a much more significant upgrade, although a little bit more expensive, but definitely worth it. Dead. Funding. Oop. 44 seconds off my ultimate as well every time that I get a kill. Oh, if I'd hit him, I would have my ult back. That's really annoying. Okay, he's not dead. What the hell? He blocked my Q with his Zhonya's. Oh well. It was a good game. I really enjoyed Hubris, honestly. I thought it was actually quite strong, regardless of the whole win more factor. But let me know your thoughts. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.